Welcome back, everybody, or welcome if you are new. Another NASCAR Thunder 2003 career mode. We're starting out here at Richmond. We got Richmond and Charlotte today. I'm hoping we can do pretty well at Charlotte. I think Richmond's going to be a tough one for us, but we'll do the best we can because the race is a little better than the short track for us, but might be able to do okay there. We have $293,000 in the bank. After this race, our chassis will be built, and then I can get a new chassis builder again since we had the other ones quit. And then the engine, we still have 3 more races until that is done to get a new guy again for that. So we're going to go in this race, just do the best we can. I'm hoping to do better at Charlotte than we will here. But let's see the standings. We're 41st. We're ahead of Casey Kane, shockingly, basically because we did so well at Talladega. That's been helping us so much. But right now, Dale Jarrett has a 138-point lead over Dale Earnhardt Jr., 150 over Sterling Marlin. Mark Martin and Ricky Rudd round out the top 5. Jeff Gordon's all the way back in 9th, almost 300 points back, trying to defend his championship this season. Not having a great season. Dale Jarrett is killing it. He's won like 4 or 5 races already this year out of 10, and going on to race 11 here. We'll see if any of that turns around for any of them, or Jarrett's just going to keep dominating. All right, I feel decent here. We ran a 22.5 in practice. Qualifying time by Scott Wimmer is a 21.4. So being just over a second off at a track like this, that's actually not that bad for us. So I'm actually pretty good with that. We just have to be able to hit turn 3 correctly. I keep over driving it and not getting all the way down to the bottom here. I keep running it 2nd or 3rd lane up, which is definitely hurting me. That was a 22.3. Hey, that's 36th. I'll take that. I don't know how well this will last over a run, but we'll do the best we can in the race. Probably gonna fall to the back, trying to push it there, smashing the wall. Hopefully that doesn't really affect the car for the race and all that. Like, this is what I mean by I keep overdriving turn 3. I keep going way to the 2nd lane, washing out to the 3rd. Getting a good run on the exit, but it's not any fast. But hey, we qualified 36th. I can't be mad about that one.
Welcome to Richmond, Virginia, the site of the action for today's NASCAR Winston Cup race, here on MRN. Richmond offers a little something for everyone, doesn't it, Barney?
This is a fast track, even though it's less than a mile. Richmond's smooth surface gives the drivers plenty of room to maneuver and make clean passes, but you'll still see a fair share of bumping going on out there.
The Easy Care car is towards the bottom of the points list this season.
And, of course, nobody wants to be on the bottom of that points list. You'll have to work extra hard to pick up spots. Not an easy task to dig yourself out of a hole in this series.
An unusual back-of-the-pack start for Johnny Benson.
You know, I spoke with the guys from that team in the garage this morning, and they said they tried something a little different in qualifying this week. They learned their lesson, though. Stick with what works, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Todd Bodine really needs a good finish in this race. He's got a long way to go on the points list.
And how frustrating that must be. You're working just as hard as everyone else, yet you just can't seem to finish well on race days to gain the valuable points you need. These guys need a good finish just to regain their confidence as a team.
Gentlemen, start your engine.
Oh, wow, that's a crazy front row. Scott Wimmer and Kyle Petty on the front row. And then Junior's back there behind me, and he's 2nd in points. Kurt Busch is on our inside. Ricky Rudd right in front of us, who's 5th in points. That's kind of wild. The starting lineup at some of these short tracks are really crazy sometimes. Watch for them checking up hard on entry, because we're all together here. That was actually a really clean corner. I will take that. Jeff Purvis didn't get under us, which was really nice. Try and lock him up. I get in the back of Kurt Busch there, but honestly, the car's not even damaged, shockingly. Front end of steel. That was beautiful. We got Junior getting by us now. I expect to fall back pretty quickly like we normally do. Oh, if I can't get the turn off of freaking turn 2, that's not going to help us at all. I barely scraped the wall, and the side end is already yellow, but now the front end's yellow for me hitting Bobby Hamilton. That didn't help anything. Now Shane Hall's getting by us. Or no, not yet. I need to get the car a little looser, I think, for the exit of turn 2 here, because I'm a little tight on exit. Like, it's not wanting to do stability as much, but it just doesn't want to turn. So when we go to pit, I may need to drop the wedge some. But I honestly feel like this is a track we could honestly maybe not finish last on speed. Right now we're slow, but I'm kind of hoping on the long run we might be a little bit better, because I feel like we're not super off pace. I just have to get the car slowed up enough to get us turned down the track for these exits. Turn 3 and 4 is not that bad because of the front stretch wall being curved and all that. Just turn 2 is so sharp on the exit, it's a little tough. So I feel like we're not that slow here, and we don't even have that great of a car. Like, I'm using our third best engine that only had like 53 power on it because I didn't want to use like a high power motor thinking we were going to do really terrible. But honestly, if I would have used our best one, we might have been doing a little bit better. But all of our chassis are basically LF50 tire grips, so that wouldn't have made much of a difference there anyways, which is a little unfortunate. But I'm hoping the new chassis that we'll have after this race, we're going to use that at Charlotte, and we're going to use our best engine and see what we could do there, because I'm excited to see how we could do at Charlotte, because I feel like that's that could be one of our better tracks, I should say. 1.5 miles are okay for us if I can get the setup dialed in and all that, but we're slowly falling off pace to Shane Hall and all of them up ahead. Ooh, somebody blew a motor already. Lap 7. Somebody blew a motor way back here. Who is that? Jimmy Spencer in the 41. Unfortunate, but hey, that's already one spot. Hopefully somebody else can blow an engine in this race. That would be helpful, but we are just in the back of the pack. I think all of them slowed up because of Jimmy Spencer blowing his motor, so we'll probably be pitting here in like 12-ish laps, maybe around halfway. And I need to make a slight wedge adjustment, and I think overall the car is pretty good with it. Matt Kenseth is catching us now. We're getting ready to go a lap down right before we're getting ready to go into the pits. One person's in the pits. Did they blow an engine? Because it's only one person. No, they didn't blow an engine. It's just single person on pit road, first person to go down there. I kind of want to go and pit this lap, but now literally everybody is pitting, as I can see on the map. So I'm going to wait another lap or so to go and pit, because it's going to be real busy in there, and they may get stuffed up in there kind of like Dover did crazily. So hoping that we can avoid some of that carnage on pit road, that we can go another lap or two maybe. We have very low fuel. I know I can definitely go this lap. Junior's coming out of the pit road. Mark Martin's going under us. Is Mark Martin going to go pit this time? Oh my god, Junior sent it in there. Yeah, I'm going to wait one more lap to pit, and I'm probably going to pit here with Mark Martin, which honestly is not a bad thing, because he's going to pull away from us for this lap anyways. I'm going to do a slight wedge adjustment, like down a whole round, and that should be fine, I think. Fuel tank almost empty. Yeah, we're going in. Kind of in a bad position. I'm going to back off, try and get behind Ricky Craven, and then get down pit road 70 miles an hour. That was actually pretty solid. So full tank, down a round, and hopefully we don't get too bad of a pit stop here. And Mark Martin's not going to slow us up because he's a lot earlier than us. That's perfect. Now, the only thing is Gordon here going to slow us up. He doesn't, neither does Bill Elliott. That's perfect. Jeff Burton does neither. I don't know if they're just having really bad pit stops or what, or they just got in just before we came in. I'm not sure. Damn, ran over my right rear dude. He's dead. Hey, that was a pretty solid stop. 17-1. I cannot be mad with that. I cannot be mad with a 17-1. I think, oh, that was Kyle Petty. I think he qualified like second, so he's probably way up there in the running order. So I'm not sure where everybody is that we were fighting, or not really. We weren't fighting anybody actually, but we were around Shane Hall-ish, like pretty far behind him, but we were behind him. And then don't know if anybody else is on pit road. I am all sorts of loose now with that round down. Holy crap, down the front stretch is sketchy. Which it wasn't that bad earlier, but it is really sideways now coming off these corners. Maybe I only need to do a half round, I don't know, but hell, I made it looser, I can tell you that, because the back end wants to come out and around on us on the straightaway here, so that's a little crazy. But we are the only one 2 laps down, and the leader's going into turn 3, so yeah, we're nowhere near Shane Hall and them, so we're most likely going to finish 42nd. I need to just hold on to this car at this point now. I think I made it a little too loose. Hopefully these tires can tighten up a little bit with them getting worn out. Looks like Matt Kenseth is fighting with Mark Martin for first place here in this race. We pitted with Mark Martin. Kenseth went in like a lap or 2 earlier, I think 2 laps earlier. But Mark Martin is trying to chase down Matt Kenseth. He's actually passing them here as I'm getting in the wall of turn 2. So that's the battle for the lead right there as we go 2 laps down. I think me and Shane Hall are still currently the only cars 1 lap down, which is unfortunate. But we only got like, what, 5 laps left here or so? 4 or 5 laps left here because we're 2 laps down now. And Shane Hall's the only other one 1 lap down. So yeah, we are struggling as normal on short tracks, but I felt like we were actually pretty decent here off the start of this one, but we're getting ready to get lapped by Shane Hall and almost left hook straight into Bobby Labonte there. Sorry, my guy. That was terrifying. But I was hoping we had some more speed. That round down on the wedge really has made me slower on this run for sure, because I'm all over the place. So we're just doing the best we can at this point. Luckily, somebody blew their motor early, and we won't finish dead last. We're coming around to the white flag now, and from what I've seen when everybody's lapping me, I think Dale Jr. has worked his way up to 6th, which is a standout day for him. Ricky Rudd's trying to get by us now. I think he's in like 8th or 9th, and Ricky Rudd started just in front of me. Dale Jr. started just behind me, so if Dale Jr. didn't start all the way in the back and have like the worst qualifying performance ever, he might have had a shot at winning this thing, because he is only like half of a straightaway behind the leader, and he started way in the back of the field, so he could have won this thing for sure. I think Dale Jarrett's pretty deep in the field. We do get a decent little bit of money there, only 80K, but we get the sponsor bonus of qualifying top 40, which is nice for us. And I do believe Dale Jarrett finished pretty poorly, if I remember. Yeah, he was 25th. I knew he passed us really late in the field, so he lost a lot of points there to Dale Jr., who I believe was 6th. I thought it showed top 10 there, but it doesn't. But I believe Dale Jr. was 6th there, because he did very well. Gordon's 12th. Ricky Rudd got his way all the way up to 9th. And yeah, Jr. got all the way up to 6th. So Scott Wimmer only fell to 5th. He started 1st and fell to 5th. He had a great day. Kyle Petty 3rd. So crazy, crazy days. Mark Martin does end up winning it, leading the last like 5 laps or so, but led like 2 or 3 before pitting. But he started 13th and still won this thing. He was absolutely flying off the start of that race. Okay, we do have our new chassis that's done. So in inventory, how good is this one? Okay, so this was made with like the newer guy, like the old new chassis guy that we started this on, and it finished it off just like that. So I'm happy about that. We're gonna use that for Charlotte for sure. But I need to go into my team and builders. We need to chassis guy, release team member, and then fabricator, release team member. And then we have a good crew chief now. We got a good one there. We're waiting on the engine to be done, and we can get a new engine guy once again. So we need to go through and get a new chassis guy. So tire wear 66 durability, I'm not worried about. Tire grip is the big thing. So wow, okay, 15K a race, but he is very good. What was our last guy we just paid? They were both 9K a piece. So 15K is only $6,000 more, which we made like $10,000 that race overall, but that was a really poor race for us. Richmond didn't pay out a whole lot in general, but having this kind of tire wear and tire grip is absolutely huge, so we need that as good as possible. This guy's stuff was 56, 55, 58. Downforce, I feel like, is the biggest thing for us. So downforce is absolutely huge, and this guy is so much better than everybody else. Durability, I'm not as worried about. For $1,000 more, having 2 less durability, but like 5 more downforce and 3 more draft, absolutely worth it for $1,000 more on that. So definitely gonna do that. And then in our, chassis stuff, we have how many damn things of this? Because what are these gonna go to? I need to go through. I might sell this 71 or this 86, because everything's only 50 on that anyways. There might be only 50 on this number 3 as well. And then I might sell both of those and start getting another one built and one repaired as well, because it will be very needed in the future. Okay, so we sold the number 1 and number 3. I'm rebuilding the number 5 because the tire grip will get up to 56. This tire grip on number 4 is only going to go up to 51, so that's the next one we need to sell. And then I got another one being built for 9 races for a while from now, but I'm getting the one repaired for 4 races. We can basically use this one for the next 4 races. That will still be better than this, I believe. So overall, we'll just be using this one chassis for the next like 4 races overall. Unless we have like a race that doesn't matter too much, I'll use the other one. So that's going to be huge. I I know I just used a lot of money for that. We need to modify our car to this and our best engine as well. It has 60 power here, so that's actually a pretty good looking car for Charlotte. I'm excited for that. Hopefully that will really help us out going into this race, because the tire wear and tire grip are both 63, which is huge for us. I think that's the best chassis that we have had so far for sure. And we still have what in the bank? We still have 215,000. Not that worried about any of that. Our R&D just finished, actually. Oh, I didn't know that the drafting thing just finished on the R&D. That's a perfect time to build a new chassis as well. That was beautiful. I didn't even mean to do that. But so researching another one. We only have 215,000 in the bank. I don't want to go bankrupt or anything. I do want to do tire wear is the bad thing, because that will help out a lot too. But we don't have a lot of money to really do things. Like, I want to do tire grip or engine power so badly, but it's going to cost so much money. We need to get like a good influx of money to be doing that. So I don't know if I'm really going to be able to research and develop things at the moment, because I don't want to go bankrupt again and have everybody quit on me again. So I'm just gonna save the money for now. The engine efficiency is not that big of a deal, because we have enough fuel to go half of a race and then pit once anyway, so I'm not that worried about engine efficiency at the moment. So I'm just gonna leave the R&D away from now until we can get a little bit more money, because coming up I feel like we have a couple decent races anyways, with Lowe's being here. Wait, this is the all-star race. Oh, okay, wait, so this is the all-star race, and this doesn't use anything on our engine or chassis, I remember from last season. So actually I'm gonna run the open and also the 600 in this episode, which will be great. And then next episode we got Dover, which I feel like we did okay at, because there was a bunch of crazy stuff that happened on pit road. And Pocono could be okay for us as well. Long drawn out track, but the corners are gonna be rough for us. Michigan I think is gonna be great. Not gonna do great at Sonoma, I know that. Daytona we have coming up, that's gonna be amazing. So yeah, we have a few races coming up that are gonna be good for us, but I didn't know this was the All-Star Open right now, so let's get into it and see if we can make it.
We're in Charlotte, North Carolina at the Mecca of Motorsports, Lowe's Motor Speedway. The drivers are ready, the fans are ready, and MRN is ready to bring you live flag-to-flag coverage of all the action. Barney, this is a hometown crowd for a lot of these drivers.
A lot of these teams are based in this area. This is a 2,000-acre dream come true for any NASCAR fan. I don't think there's a bad seat anywhere in the place. There's always great racing to go along with it.
In 2000, Matt Kenseth won the circuit's longest race, the Coca-Cola 600, here at the Lowe's Motor Speedway.
Well, if you're going to win one race, that's a good one to win. Along with Daytona and Indy, it's one of the most prestigious on the schedule.
For the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, I have no clue where we're starting this race, because there was no qualifying. It's just random grid. It looks like we might be about 12th. So yeah, the All-Star Open is a qualifier only. The winner will advance to the All-Star race. So we are in 12th. It looks like we're 14th actually, because we're on the outside, not 13. So I have it to where I can run pretty well. I'm hoping this will translate over well to the 602, because it looks like we're a little slow off the start, but that's kind of normal, because we don't really have a whole lot of acceleration. I try to max this thing out for straight line speed, and it's more acceleration than straight line speed for us, because we don't have a whole lot of engine power. But I can get this thing down to about a 30, what was it, 31.8 was the fastest I ran. I think I can get a 31.7. Oh, that got tight. Yep, that's a big wreck. Okay, never mind, we're all good. We got all sorts of damage on our car. I'm glad that nothing carries over between like the engine and chassis, like getting damaged and stuff, I'm pretty sure. Because I think I remember last season running this, nothing deteriorated over doing the open in 7 laps. So that could be fine for us. And it looks like a ton of people are in this race also. So it's kind of weird, I guess, because it was only winners and stuff from last season or the season before, and there wasn't many maybe. I don't 100% know, but we'll just see how far we fall back here in this race. I need to not get tight off turn 4. That's definitely the worst spot for me on the track, because most of the rest of the track we are fine. The 199's behind us. Oh yeah, all like the guys that run one race are basically running this as well. so that makes sense. So we're slowly falling back right now. I can get down the straights pretty decent. The cornering is the bad part for me, because I'm trying not to wash up that much, but I'm trying not to stay too low to get tight off of turn 4 like we did on that first lap. That was a turn 32.0. I'll take that, but I think I could run like a 32.1 or a 31.7 or a 31.8 basically. That's what I did in practice leading up to this, so I'm hoping qualifying next week won't be too bad for us for the 600. I'm kind of just gonna mimic this set. If not, I might not change it much at all. Maybe make it the slightest bit more turn in the front. I don't, not looser, but I just want it to rotate a little bit better on the front end, because it's a little rough on the exits. We have fallen back to 27th. It's nearly last. We're definitely holding the line up, so we're not super fast here, which is a little disappointing. I knew we wouldn't be very quick at all, but we are falling back pretty quick. My tires are wearing out a lot, so I need to take a note of that. Because unless that's just because of the open, like it's gonna wear our tires quicker here, I don't know. I might have to change the set a little bit to tire save more, because the tire wear would kill us. I don't even know what he just ran. They're getting into each other behind us for nearly last. It looked like Jeff Purvis and I think the one, I don't even know, 70 something maybe behind us, because I think it was a fantasy car. But hey, I am fine with how we're running. We're decent speed. Coming up to the white flag here. I don't even know who started on pole. I don't know who's leading it, but we're not going to get onto the open or not going to get out of the open like I expected. It's going to be hard to get into the All-Star race. It'd be crazy if one year we could win the All-Star race. Somebody blew a motor already. It looks like it's Jeremy Mayfield, because I see the green number on top. Yes, it is. So we'll pay attention to that to see if... Oh, I'm all over the place. I'm all sorts of loose right there. That was weird. We'll see next week if he blows a motor early as well, or even in the race at all. That would be unfortunate for him. So we're not going to finish dead last. We'll finish like 4th to last in front of Casey Kane, Frank Kimmel, a fantasy car, and then Jeremy Mayfield, who blew his motor. So we got very damaged on the first lap. I think that really hurt us. And the fantasy guy, A. Hicks, ends up winning it in the 169 second place. Wow, well, that's kind of crazy. Okay, just double checking the car. The engine still has the 60 power, the 63 grip and wear down there. So yeah, nothing gets deteriorated in the All-Star Open, which is beautiful. And I think this is one of the more higher paid races of the season also. So if we qualify well, get that sponsor bonus, I'll be happy. And we could have a pretty good race here. So let's see how we can do here at the Coke 600. We need to qualify well. And I just need to make sure my set's okay for this race. I might need to turn the tire pressure down a little bit, but we'll see how we do in qualifying. All right, I got down to like a 31.6 in practice, which is a couple tenths quicker than we ran in the open. So I'm hoping we could qualify decent here. We're like a 1.5 seconds off of the pole time. The pole time was like a 30.1, which is mental to me. That's absolutely crazy. This first lap's not going to be too fast because we were really slow coming to the line. So we're really going to have to bank it on the second lap. Let's just not damage the car on this first run. Get a decent run here off of turn 4. And we're going to be a ton faster coming to the line for this second lap. That's already a 32.0, and that's 36. So we could qualify top 35 here for sure, which used to be a goal of ours when we had that as our sponsorship. Now our sponsorship's just top 40 for qualifying because it's much easier to hit, more consistent. We just have to not screw up 3 and 4 too bad here. Oh, got too wide and tapped the wall a little bit. It's still gonna be faster, but I'm not sure by how much, because it could have been better. Still a 7, I think I could have been a 10th quicker though, at least. 34th, I'll take that.
Welcome everyone to Charlotte, North Carolina. It's time once again for the running of the Coca-Cola Racing Family 600 here at Lowe's Motor Speedway, and MRN is here to bring you all the action. This should be a fantastic race as usual.
A lot of these teams are based in this area. This is a 2,000-acre dream come true for any NASCAR fan. I don't think there's a bad seat anywhere in the place. There's always great racing to go along with it.
Kevin Harvick accomplished an incredible feat in 2001. He won the Busch Series championship while competing full-time on the Winston Cup circuit.
To race all those miles and be as good as he was is simply amazing. I'm sure the extra track time helped him, but you just get tired racing like that every weekend.
The Easy Care car hasn't made much of a move in the points so far.
Yeah, those guys have been working so hard this year. It's a shame it doesn't really show in points. Just seems they can't keep that car out of trouble on race day. Maybe their luck will change today.
That is Shane Hall in third. That is a crazy starting spot for him. Wow, what a qualifying effort they had. But I don't believe that we're going to turn this around today by any means. I think we could do okay. I'm hoping to actually beat somebody on actual speed. That would be nice for once, because we can do that at a couple tracks. I don't know if this is going to be one of them or not. I'm hoping in the long run we can kind of tire save a little, like our tire wear isn't too bad. Not as bad as normal, at least. So hopefully we can actually save some tire on this longer run, because this is one of the longer races of the season. I got in way too hot there, had to slam on the brakes. That didn't help anything. Don't hit the wall, because we're already tight off of turn 4 there. Oh, wow, okay. I just wrecked the shit out of them behind me. That's actually going to be a caution, I think. If it's not, I'm shocked. I just completely screwed over Casey Atwood and whoever he got into. It might have been Jeff Green, because I thought I might have been the yellow and blue 30 car. But hey, we're in 38th right now. I barely tapped his front end. I was just trying to get down in front of him there for the straightaway and stuff for the entry of the next corner. And I just barely chopped his nose, and he got all sorts of sideways and up into the wall and everything. So that slowed them down a ton. So honestly, we're sitting in a nice little pocket by ourselves. I'm hoping we can try to catch Casey Kane up here or something. We seem to be getting into the corner better than him. I'm just really worried about my tire wear with how bad it was in the All-Star Open. I'm hoping that that's just because it was a 7-lap race and they wanted to wear your tires out quickly. We have Kyle Petty catching us very, very quickly. I'm interested to see how slow or fast Shane Hall is going to be in this race, because he started in third, which is absolutely nuts to me. That's probably their best qualifying effort ever. That was 31.7. That was about what we qualified with. Okay, I'm really fast into turn 1. Why are they all slowing up so much? That is very weird and concerning to me, because I feel like I'm just going to like ram the rear end of somebody. Pause. Resume. And then we're just going to have some front end damage that we don't need, because we're actually decent on speed right now, shockingly. So I need to not be in the same lane as Casey Kane. Usually he's in a little bit higher of a lane. I'm hoping I can just run my bottom lane, and we might actually get by him here. Oh, kind of got up into him. Got him a little loose. A little bump and run. That was a little bit more than the bump and run, but hey, our car is still completely fine. We got Frank Kimmel catching us. Kyle Petty right on our butt as well. Just trying to do the best we can out here. Frank Kimmel is under us. I don't like being side by side coming off turn 4 just because how tight I've been a lot of the time. So I try to just turn down regardless. Trying to keep the car as clean as we can. Right now it's all green, so we're good. We actually went and passed Casey Kane though by speed and holding these guys off behind us, shockingly. And there's a few guys that are way, way far back. So you guys might get some more actual footage in this race just because we're fighting with more people rather than just being in the back. Falling the last and then running there until pit stops and stuff like that. Oh no, Frank Kimmel. Oh no, we barely clipped, and then that shot us straight up to the fucking wall. Ow. I don't know why his car turned straight fucking right there. That definitely hurt us. I think that's gonna make my car tight as hell. It already feels heavier, like it does not want to turn. During the pit stop, we're definitely gonna have to fix that, because that damage is going to significantly hurt us, I feel like. That is a bummer. I really screwed that one up, huh? Because I don't like being side by side in 3 and 4. I don't really know if... Did my front end hit his car and he just turned straight right, or did my back end hit his car and he turned straight right? I'm not 100% sure. That guy just smacked the wall by himself behind me. That's kind of wild. But we're going to have to pit here in like maybe 10 or so laps. I need to bring back up the track map so I know where the leader's at. They're like a little over half the track ahead of us, so we're probably gonna get lapped right around where we're pitting again. But hey, multiple people will be lapped with me at that point too, so that's okay. Kyle Petty's still staying right with us. He keeps trying to get by me on the outside. You can go right ahead on the outside. I just don't want people getting into my inside. Pause again. But we are holding people off, which is great. That fantasy car, I think the 113, he smacked the wall by himself wildly. But he actually has some good speed right here. I just don't want him to get to our inside like Frank Kimmel did, because that keeps killing me in 3 and 4. Either I keep killing them or vice versa, like I get into them and then they kill me. Yeah, he has a ton of speed right now, holy crap. And so does Kyle Petty going by on our outside. Yeah, I think this damage is really slowing us down a lot more now. So that's a little unfortunate. Jeff Green's finally catching up as well with Frank Kimmel back again. But I definitely got the worst of it with the Frank Kimmel deal, because I think I got into him. I know I definitely got into him. I just don't remember exactly how, if I got into his right rear or what. I don't know where I got into him at, but it shot him straight up the track, which I was not ready for at all. Don't go 3 wide on the front stretch, please, Jeff Green. I don't know who's the super slow car in the back. That might be Casey Atwood. I might have really screwed him over with what happened on like lap 2 or 3, but I need to get this damage fixed desperately. I really want to kind of pit a little early so I can try to undercut and get fresh tires and stuff, because I just want my car to go back to the speed it was at. It was actually running pretty damn well. I feel like we could finish top 40 because a lot of these guys were around. We were actually a little quicker than there. Our tire wear is doing pretty good because they're still in the green. They're probably going to go yellow and stuff very soon. We're halfway on fuel now, but I'm going to skip ahead unless something crazy happens again to the pit stops. We might lose the spot to Jeff Green and or Casey Kane behind us, because Casey Kane's catching back up as well. But I think Casey Atwood is now going a lap down behind us. I think he's right with the leader right now. Yeah, he is. The little green dot's popping up behind him now. So Casey Atwood went a lap down. I think legitimately on speed, we're going to beat somebody at least in Casey Atwood, and hopefully somebody else blows their engine, and we could get close to a top 40 in this one. Ooh, Ricky Rudd caught us so quick. He is the leader, and he is killing it this race. He's been top 5 in the points this season, and now he is dominating this race right now, which is crazy. So we went a lap down there on lap 15. He's on lap 16. We're going to try and pit here and actually, we can go really far on fuel, so actually I could pit here like next lap. That's going to be what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and pit next lap, like undercut it, and try and get damage fixed, because we can go the rest of the way on fuel because we're actually pretty good on it, it seems like. And plus, we'll be a lap or 2 down by the end of this. So we definitely will make it to the end, and we're kind of pulling away from Casey Kane now behind us, which is really nice. So we're going to come in this lap. I really hope this doesn't bite me in the butt and we run out of fuel at the end. That would be very embarrassing. But I think we can make it on fuel. I just want to try to undercut it and beat the other people on the pit road so we don't get slowed up, because I do want to get this damage fixed and all that. So we're going to try and make it on the pit road this time. I just have no clue where to start slowing up. I'm just going to do it now. We got to get down to 70. That was pretty good. Damage fixed. It's only a half a second, so that's not too bad. Tire pressures, I think I had it all the way down to like 20, so I'm gonna go to 22, trying to make it a little bit better, because the tire wear was not bad at all. So hopefully we have a good pit stop here. Solid stop, and the damage fixed, the 16.8. Oh my, they were cooking on this one. My team was cooking for this race. Thank you guys. They really put up a good time. We need to get up so we can try and get the grip that's on the actual track rather than the apron. But we are in dead last right now, but I'm hoping our undercut will help us because of our damage. It's a little fixed, not fully, but they couldn't fix much of it, I guess. That's why it was only half a second. But man, if I didn't do that damage fix, they would have had a 16.3 or something like that. That's kind of wild. So everybody's getting on the pit road in these next couple laps, like slowing each other up and everything. Kevin Harvick just pitted with us behind me. So we are going to be getting passed by him. for sure here very, very soon. He's getting to our inside here, and he is by us. So we will see where we pan out after all pit stops. I'm hoping to be back right around 40th. There's Casey Kane we're going by for the position. We're about to get passed by Dale Jarrett and Rusty Wallace together. These guys in front of us as well are nobody we were battling anyway, so that's fine. But hey, we got Casey Kane. That's one down, and now we have to go and try to catch the other ones. Looks like pit cycles are done now. We got Casey Kane right on us as I clip off his front nose by accident. He's still getting loose back there, but we did get up to 41st. I imagine that's Casey Atwood that we passed that was on pits at some point. And I believe right in front of us is Jeff Green. It looks like a blue and yellow car. Let's see at the line here. I believe he's going to be the one scored in front of us. The 30 car, yes, so that's Jeff Green just in front of us, but he just pitted, so he has a little bit fresher tires. I'm really just hoping that we make it the rest of the way on fuel. I think we will, but I'm really nervous with how the fuel is looking right now, because that would be awful if we don't make it the rest of the way on fuel, because I kind of gambled going a little earlier, but I know we'll probably be like 2 laps down by the end of it too. So I think that we'll make it. It's just going to be super close, I think. Okay, we're getting very low on fuel. We have like 4 laps left, and the leader hasn't caught me yet. I think he is Ricky Rudd back there, just behind Casey Kane in the light blue. I might have to start slowing up a little bit to get lapped, to make it one less lap, honestly. I don't know, but it's a strat. It really is, because we are getting dangerously low on fuel. And I need to fall back here, I think. Because Casey Kane's about to be lapped. I'm going to try and let off early into this corner. Kind of coast it. Because I've kind of just been going hard for the most part. I think the leader's going to take the white flag right here. Please take the white flag. Yes, leader's taking the white flag. Okay, we can make it this one last lap. I just have to let Ricky Rudd by me. Go low, go low, go low. Don't hit the wall. I hit the wall. Dang it. Okay, but Casey Kane's not catching us from behind unless I run out of fuel here. Oh boy, I might have pitted at the perfect time, because I figured we were going to go 2 laps down. We almost didn't, honestly. We actually had decent speed there, and we almost didn't go 2 laps down. But we're going to finish 41st. Nobody blew their engine in this race for us to finish 40th, which is such a bummer, because Jeremy Mayfield blew his engine with 7 laps in the open, but he doesn't blow it in the 600. It doesn't make any sense. Dale Jarrett somehow got 3rd out of that. He was nowhere near the top 5 all day. We get a decent amount of money there too, a little bit over 100K. I think that will actually boost us a little bit, but luckily we made it in that race. We actually beat 2 guys actually on speed because nobody blew their engine. I kind of screwed over Casey Atwood in the beginning. Casey Kane I kind of got into a little bit, but we were like same speed as him for the most part, and he stayed behind us, never caught us again. So it was getting close toward the end, but we still held him off just fine. But no clue where Andretti or Biffle was on track for us to catch him. But let's go check out the standings and see how it'll be for next episode. We did make a little money in that race, like almost 20,000. It was like 19,000 we made. So not too much, but let's look at the top of the standings to see how much that Junior caught Jarrett in this episode. He's down to 71. He was like 100. I think he gained like almost 100 in this episode. And Ricky Rudd had a great episode as well. And where is Gordon? He was almost 300 back, but now he's only 263. So everyone's kind of shrinking a little bit on the gap. Dale Jarrett had a terrible, what race was that? Richmond. He had a terrible Richmond. Somehow came back, got 3rd at Charlotte, but he was nowhere near the top 5 for a long time. But Junior got 2nd, and then Ricky Rudd won it. So they're having some pretty good seasons, and we'll see if that continues. Next episode will be Dover, which I think we did okay at last year because of a weird pit thing where everybody wrecked behind us. And then Pocono, I have no clue how that's going to go. So let's see next episode how it goes. The garage will have our engine finished after Dover, so then I can get my new engine guy back again. And then we'll get another one starting to be built and or like repairing other ones, because we really only have this engine right now, and number 4 is okay, and then probably repair maybe number 5 or 6, something like that, because this condition's actually super low. So may repair number 6 there. But we'll see how all that goes. So appreciate you guys for watching as always. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the career mode. We're getting slightly better, but we're trying to rebound from everybody like quitting when we went bankrupt pretty much. So I'm trying to get a little bit of money back so we can do some R&D and all that and start making the team better once again. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Appreciate you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.